Okay, welcome everyone. Today we are going to learn how to make a phone call of your choice when a web page is visited. So keep in mind that these are all just starting off points, and really I try to make these tutorials so that it'll kind of spark your imagination, and so you can think of some other stuff to do, but everything kind of goes hand in hand with everything else. So keep in mind this is just the beginning. So what I'm going to do is initiate a phone call to my cell phone by visiting a simple web page. So I call up a web page in my browser, and all of a sudden my phone is ringing without doing anything else. So here's what we're going to do. First thing to do, you'll need your own web server for this one, because you'll need to upload the files that you're going to download on the link above. So go into your Twilio account. By now you know that you need your account SID and your authorization token. Click on the key and it'll open up, and copy and paste that. Because we're using Twilio client for this one, we need to basically have a capability token, and that basically gives your permission for this application to use your account to make the call. So get those two, copy and paste them, and then go to your apps. And I already made an app here. It's called Webpage Call. What you want to do is create a TWIML app, give it a name, simple name, and then point it to the TWIML file. When you upload, you're going to put it in, or you're going to put the URL of the TWIML.xml file there. And here's the token you need right there. So copy and paste that. So you need 3 sets of tokens for this. And originally this gave me a lot of confusion, but now I know how to do this. So when you're using Twilio Connect, it needs to generate a capability token, that's all. And this is the number that gives the application the permission to use your account to make the call. So I hope that makes sense. But you're going to need that number, and you're also going to need to paste in, when you create your TWIML app, you'll paste in where the twiml.xml file is, and that's in the files you're going to download. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is open up the index.php file, and you'll see an account SID and auth token there. Account SID starts with AC, and you're going to basically just paste it there. Paste after you unlock it, and you get that. Paste your authorization token there, and here's where your app number goes right there. It always starts with AP, and you're going to grab that from where I just showed you where the apps, and you're going to just paste it right there. So now we've got our 3 things that will actually allow the application to work with our Twilio account. Now down here we've got some JavaScript, and you can change this to the way you want, just to mess around. But what the JavaScript, when I visit the page, you're going to see these words. We are connecting you now to Jim Martin, and then down here it'll say successfully made phone call. You can put in anything you want. So just remember, you can change anything within those parentheses there, and that will show up on the web page to the visitor. Now what I'm going to do is iframe this in an existing web page, and you'll see how it works. And what I did, the last thing we're going to do is modify the TWIML code, the twiml.xml. So that's all you have to do on this index.php page. Okay, in your twiml.xml file, you need to basically put some TWIML together that will tell the call or the browser what to do. So in this case, what we're going to do is dial my cell phone here. You can put in any number you want there. And the client, we're just going to call Jimmy for now. Doesn't really matter what you call that, but you need to be using the client, which is basically the voice over IP function of Twilio. And then I have a caller ID verified with Twilio, so put your caller ID there. I'm not sure if you absolutely have to have that, but put it there anyway, just in case. I think you do with the client function. Okay, so change those, and let's jump over, and I'll give you a demo of how this works. Okay, I'm going to now basically view the page where I have this iframe code on. Now you can just go to the URL in your browser and it'll work, or it should work anyway. But you can also iframe it somewhere else. So you can, what I did was iframe it at the bottom here, and here's the code right there. It's just simple iframe source, and then you got the thing. I say no scrolling, frame border 0. So what's going to happen is when I go to this page that you're actually viewing this tutorial on, at least for now, you're going to see at the bottom of the page that JavaScript come up, and it'll make the connection. So let me preview that, and we'll see how it works. I got my cell phone here, I think. Oh, one more thing, going back to the TWIML file here. You could actually have a save verb before it dials. So you could have the person that visits the web page be told what's happening, and then it could dial. So just so you know that, using all the other tutorials and be creative in how you want these things to work. So let's go back to the page, and I will preview this page. And you cannot hear, because I'm using headphones, you cannot hear the little Twilio Connect thing and the dial, but you'll hear my cell phone ring. I'll say a few words and then we'll go back and check. Because I have this record as true, record equals true, what it's going to do is record, and I'll have that recording in my Twilio account. Okay, here we go. Okay, down here you see. Okay, now it's going to ring my cell phone. Okay, I don't have my ringer on, but it's ringing. I'm answering. Hello, this is a test for Twilio University. I'm just making sure this records. Okay, talk to you later. Okay, I hung up. Now this should actually disappear in a minute. Yeah, disconnected, see? Okay, so that's the JavaScript, and you can see I just have it on a regular page here that you're actually viewing. I don't have it now, but for this video I made it do that. So, okay, let's jump over to my Twilio account and go to recordings, logs, recordings, and there it is right there. Let me make sure. Just a second and listen. Okay, wait a second. Now that should have recorded. Let me refresh. Oh, there it is. Okay, it took a minute. Okay, that was an early one I did, and here's the one I just recorded. Okay, so I can hear that through my headphones. Okay, so there you go. And that's basically how it works. So when you're doing this, be sure to follow all the steps and be creative. You may not be able to use this exactly how I do it, but if you want somebody to visit a web page and make a phone call, it certainly works. What you could have is in the sidebar, you could have a little image that says click here to call me, and then once you click, it initiates. You would have it basically just attached to that index.php file, and it's kind of a click to call type of thing as well. So you could also connect this with a OpenVBX flow, so when somebody calls your Twilio number, some other things happen. Maybe calls multiple people, or you can start to combine this stuff and be real creative. So I hope that helps, and let me know if you have any questions.